Hell, Wildcats, what's happening, man? I'm your boy and co-host DJ Shy Tunes. Welcome to the all-new alumni series, The Huddle Up, brought to you by the National Alumni Association of the great Bethune-Cookman University. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and NAABCU.org. That's NAABCU.org. Now, Wildcats Nation, before we get started, man, let's turn your device or your speakers up. And let's turn this party up a little bit for a few minutes, all right? Let's go. Now, write in the comments, your chat. Write in the chat, man. Let us know where you're checking in from and represent. All right, let's turn me up. Let's go. Now, everybody lay it down. Come on and represent your town. Where you from? Put it in the chat. Say, where you from? Let's go. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Get caught. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Let's go. Who you with? Who you with? Get caught. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Come on. Get caught. Who you with? Who you with? Old Bronson, New Bronson. Who you with? Who you with? Who you with? Everybody to the let's go. All my Wildcats, check in. Where you at? Come on. Welcome to the Huddle. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Duval County checking in. I see you. Come on. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good. Come on. Welcome to the Huddle. We live, baby. Let's ride. With the big dogs, and if anybody mess with Snoop Doggy Dogg, I'm gonna make these people put his name on the wall, and everywhere I go, I got Mr. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Keep the chat room live, baby. Have that red stuff pouring out your head, any given time, anywhere, make them believe in the model. I live by. Come on. With me, it's a must. You got them haters might run. DJ Shy Tune Entertainment. Shoot yourself. Let's ride. We got Michigan checking in. I see you. ATL in the building right now. Take them back real quick more. Let's go. Let's ride. All my Wildcats check in. Check in. Next Hall checking in. I see you. Come on. Old dirty Bronson, what we used to call it. LLC. Join the Hall. Come on. Let's ride. Chat Tunes in the mix of this. Hey. Come on. Come on. DJ Shy, man. Once again, man, check it out, man. Welcome to the all-new alumni series. Y'all know what it is. It's the Huddle Up. And check it out, man. While we represent our HBCUs, man, I want to know, hey, Wildcats, are you ready to huddle up? I say, Wildcats, are you ready to huddle up? And if you checking in from another school, my HBCU is better than yours. This is the Huddle Up.
HBCU, stand up. Where you from? My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. The CIAA or the SEAC. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. Either from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA or the SEAC. Come on, y'all. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better. You can be from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. At the end of the day, we got your back because we're family. We're family from the SWAC, from the MEAC, the CIAA, or the SEAC. you from? My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Come on. Come on. My HBC is better than yours. Hey, come on. My HBC is better than yours. We still family. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? My HBC is better than yours. Hey, we compete, but we still family. Remember to rep your HBCU and say this real loud. My HBCU better than yours.
Worldwide at YouTube. Streaming live at YouTube, also at Facebook and NAABCU.org. Now, without further ado, it's the man, the comedian, the legend, Rod Z.
What's up, Shy-Tunes? Hail, Wildcats, and welcome, one and all my Wildcats out there all over the world, Wildcat Nation. Welcome to the inaugural show of Huddle Up. What is Huddle Up? Well, it's an opportunity for us as Wildcats to gather. It's a show being brought to you by the National Alumni Association of the great Bethune-Cookman University. And we're here to celebrate the achievements of all of our alumni wherever you are. It's an opportunity to come together so we can share the history and moments of our esteemed founder, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune. We also can report current activity of alumni chapters and what they're doing all over the country. We can show our Wildcat pride and commitment to academics, athletics, and to all extracurricular activities at the school. We want to appeal to all of our alumni to join the National Alumni Association. And of course, last but certainly not least, we can use this platform to raise funds for our beloved school. You know we can't operate. You know we can't do anything without money. We have to bring it in. So we wanted to have a show where we could all huddle up, get together, let you know what's going on at the school and all things maroon and gold and Bethune-Cookman University. We have some greetings coming to you, but before we do anything else, you know how we do it at Bethune-Cookman. We got to pray. And here to lead us in prayer is Sister Gina Nesbitt. Sister Gina, you there? Gina Sanders, I apologize. Miss Sanders, how are you doing? Class of 1983. She is our current chaplain of the Alumni Association, and she's our chaplain. She's doing a wonderful job. How you doing, Sister Gina?
Great to see you all tonight.
Can you lead us to the throne of grace and bless this show?
Yes. May we bow our heads. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on us. Melt us, mold us, fill us, use us. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on us. Almighty God, Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, we approach your throne of glory at this hour, seeking your face and divine intervention for an awesome evening. Father God, we know that you are the source of all wisdom and understanding. So we set our eyes on you to lighten the load of our weary hearts and minds. Father, you are the one to turn to in our hour of need. So we put our trust in you. Cover us with your redeeming blood. Hide us under the shadow of your wings and be our refuge in these uncertain times. Father God, we especially pray for our Wildcat Nation. We surrender to you our alumni near and far, our students, and all those who give themselves willingly to elevate our dearly beloved institution. We ask now, Lord, to dispel the clouds of this COVID darkness. Bring healing to those who are suffering. Revive their fragile bodies with strength, for we know that you are in control of all our circumstances. You are our God. Our hope is in you, Lord, for you are able. Yes, you are able to manifest yourself with goodness and mercy. We look to you, Lord, for miracles of healing, Some of us are brokenhearted with the loss of loved ones. Be our source of comfort and peace, the peace that passeth all understanding. Bless those who mourn and grant them the assurance of joy over sorrow and hope for a brighter tomorrow. The battle is yours, Lord, and we have the victory, declaring it in the mighty name of Jesus. So now, Lord, help us as your servants to walk in love, abounding in your faith that you are an awesome God. Accept this, our supplication. In the mighty, mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Let us all say amen.
Amen. Amen. Sister Sanders, I see why you the chaplain. You gave me chills just then with that prayer. And I want to ask you this real quick before we move on. You were Miss Bethune-Cookman, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I was Miss Bethune-Cookman in 1982.
1982,
I was Miss
okay.
National Alumni Association in the year 2000.
Well, can we get a royal wave from you before we move on? Thank you, Madam Chaplain. We appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you. And thank you for that prayer. Now, got to bring the president on. Shatunes, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Just enjoying it. I'm just very happy to be here.
Hey, I'm glad to be here too. And I'm getting ready to introduce our leader right now. I'm very impressed with this gentleman because he's been welcoming all Wildcats with open arms to their ideas and to their energy. And he's really a team player, but he's our leader right now. And I think we're going to go far under his leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, to bring you greetings, I want to introduce our president of the National Alumni Association of Bethune-Cookman University, Mr. Johnny McCray Jr., Esquire. Johnny, what's up, man?
Hey, Rod, how you doing? And thank you for that wonderful introduction. Your check is in the mail.
Hey, thank you, sir.
But before we get started, I have to thank Chaplain Gina Sanders for just such a fervent prayer.
Yes.
Much needed, and it's very, very timely.
Yes.
I want to first start out by thanking all of you who thought it not robbery to come out tonight and huddle up. You know, when you huddle up, especially in an athletic context, you're strategizing.
Yeah.
You basically are calling a play to realize a favorable outcome and to ultimately win. And so that's why we decided that we would start a series and call it Huddle Up. You know, last year we had several of these type series, these type town halls, as we call them, and we discussed issues that were very salient to the university. And so this is all we're doing, but I think Rod and Lenita and our committee came up with the name Huddle Up, and I think it's very appropriate. We're here this evening to have a good time. We're here this evening to learn about the SWAC. We're here to talk about expectations. We're here to talk about favorable results. You know, I've been reading and I've heard so much from individuals from other schools within the SWAC Conference, basically just telling us that we don't stand a chance. And we all know that our founder, our esteemed founder, was rich in faith. I was reading something the other day where she said that she was about to do something and she didn't have any money and people were concerned. But she said, I had more faith than I had money, and that's more important. And that's why Bethune-Cookman has been so successful over the years. We have experienced some challenges. We're experiencing challenges, but we're going to prevail as an institution because of the rich legacy that we have. So, you know, I'm just going to say that I'm glad that you all are here. Our speakers this evening are going to be very enlightening. Have a good time. This is a hybrid event. We're here to learn some stuff, but we're also here to have a good time. And thank you all very much again for coming out. Let's have a good time.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. We appreciate your presence here. And we're going to move on with our programming. That was Mr. Johnny McCray Jr., Esquire, our president. We're going to have some university greetings. We really enjoy doing this part. We did it in our national convention. We had some students, some current students, and some recent alumni who just graduated. And I think that's the most important thing and the reason we all come together to support our current student body. We're going to hear right now from our 11th Mr. Bethune-Cookman University and our 68th Miss BCU, our queen. They're in the house. First, we're going to hear from Mr. Samuel Bostic and BCU Queen, Sister Quinteria Woods. How y'all doing today?
We're doing good.
Doing good. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Bostic. I see you got your tie on. Sister Woods, our queen, you got your pearls on. You're looking good. I'm so glad to see you. How's school? You're just coming back to classes, I understand, in the middle of a pandemic. How are y'all holding up?
It's very challenging, but we are definitely resilient and we are persevering through these challenges.
Definitely. Just like Quinn said, it's just all about perseverance and remaining strong.
I like that word resilient. That was our theme, Year of the Resilient Wildcat, when we had our national convention. So that's that you speaking it into existence. We're going to hold up. Wildcats are strong. So we want to let you bring your greetings. We'll start with the ladies first. Let's hear from our queen. Sister Woods, what do you have to tell our alumni?
Okay, so I'm going to start off with the famous introduction. Take pride in how far you've come and have faith in how far you'll go. Greetings to all Wildcats who bleed maroon and gold. I am Quinteria Woods, a senior majoring in psychology, hailing from the model city of Anniston, Alabama. And I humbly serve as your tenacious 68th Miss Bethune-Cookman University for this academic school year. Thank you for having me.
Brother Bostic.
Yes, sir. Invest in the human soul. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a diamond in the rough. Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune. Greetings, all. My name is Samuel Bostic. I am a senior majoring in elementary education, hailing from the beautiful city of Orlando, Florida. And I currently serve as the 11th Mr. Bethune-Cookman University for the 2021-2022 academic school year.
All right, thank you. And we want to let you know that all of the alumni are praying for you. We support all of your endeavors, and we want you to be successful. And if you need anything, please contact our National Alumni Association. And if we can't do it, we'll find a way to get it done with God's help. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, you know what? We want to do something right now for all of our current students. We hope you're out there in cyberland and cyberspace joining us. We want to make sure that you join us as well, because this is important, because you're going to be a member of the Alumni Association soon. So continue to join us. Continue to get your fellow students to join us. And thank you so much. We'll see you on the yard. God bless you. Hey, Shy Tunes. Let me get Shy Tunes on here. Let's do something for the students. Shy Tunes, let's do something to get the school spirit up and get our spirits lifted on the campus. This is for all the students. Yeah.
Where are my Wildcats at right now? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put your hands up, put the fire emojis up in the comments. Put your hands up in the comments. Let's go. We ain't gonna be with you long.
Turn that thing up, Shy. Turn it up.
If y'all remember that record, y'all gonna love this one.
Turn me up, Shy. Turn me up.
Y'all know this record here. How we sounding now? Y'all know what's going on here, Wildcats. But yo, Rod Z, I can't finish. I can't end it without doing it right. Let's go. All my Wildcats, welcome to the huddle. I see the emojis, I see it. Say Wildcats. Say let's. Come on, let's go, Wildcats.
Woo, let's go,
Short, yeah, keep it
Wildcats.
short.
Thank you, Shottunes. We appreciate. Get that energy going, get that school spirit going. We're coming into the SWAC. And today's episode, our first episode, is Let's Talk SWAC Culture. A lot has been said about us joining the Southwestern Athletic Conference. A lot of people talking trash, saying we don't stand a chance. We've been ranked to come in 5th place this year. And I'm sorry, but y'all know me. I don't have it in me to say that we're going to come in 5th place in anything. At least put us in the top 3. So we brought some special guest panelists. We had 3. We have 2 that are going to be live with us, and we have a special video presentation from our 3rd guest panelist because he's a little busy. And when I explain what he does, you'll understand why. But right now, coming to you live, we have our guest panelists. Our first guest panelist is coming to you all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. He's currently employed at Morgan State University. So he's a part of the HBCU family. But more important, he's a graduate of the great Bethune-Cookman University. He is here to talk about a little bit of about ticket sales and the importance of coming out to the games and building the brand. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking of none other than from the class of 2009, Mr. Aubrey Greer. What's up, Aubrey? Turn your mic on, Aubrey. Turn your mic. There you go.
What's going on, Wildcats? How's everybody doing?
We are doing good. Aubrey, thank you for joining us, man.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world, man. I love Bethune-Cookman. Like you mentioned, HBCUs is what I'm passionate about. So working in the athletic department at Morgan State, it's going on a month and a half now. But prior to that, I started my career with the Atlanta Hawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I also was lucky enough to walk away with a Super Bowl ring.
All right. Bucks Nation, stand up.
Yes, indeed.
Show us that ring again one more time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's serious. That's real, too. That's not play. That's a real Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, man. So I'm blessed to be able to work in professional sports and take my experiences from pro sports to college athletics. And no, it's not Bethune-Cookman, but I'm happy to be in the MEAC with Morgan State. But yeah, supporting the SWAC, the change from the MEAC after dominating the Florida Classic for, I think, 11 straight years.
Nine
straight years.
We'll get there, but not yet. It's been 9.
But yeah, I just think it's really important for us to embrace the changes that the SWAC brings. It brings a more intense competition. Obviously, we all know what's going on with Jackson State and some of those other schools, Alcorn States, but I'm not worried about Bethune-Cookman in their athletics. I strongly believe that we'll be able to compete, like you said, top 3. But I think the biggest challenge is for us to be able to travel to the away games. The SWAC is notoriously known to draw big crowds, and we definitely got to support our boys on the road as well as at home. Showing that we care about them, because that helps with everything. That helps with recruiting. That helps when we're down in the distance and we need a big stop, that need a big conversion. So whatever we can do to support our team, be there, buy tickets, just share it with everyone you know. It's a great time. We all love the band, and it's definitely going to be a challenge for us to compete in the SWAC, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thank you. Don't go anywhere. We're going to add another person to our panel, and I'm going to ask both of you questions if you don't mind. I'm going to bring on our sister. She's coming, and we're so proud of her. She's currently employed. Unless you've been under a rock, I'm sure you've heard of ESPN, and she's the sideline reporter. She covers the SWAC, and she's been doing that for the last 3 years. But before we bring her on and introduce her, let us show you what she used to do. She's familiar with the sidelines. Let us show you what she used to do before I introduce her.
Come on, Wildcats, go BCU! 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 BCU! All right,
ladies and gentlemen, from ESPN. We're so proud of her. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 2013. Put your hands together for Miss Larisha Harris. Miss Harris, are you there?
Hey,
How you doing, love?
I'm good. How are you all?
Hey, we're doing fine. So glad to have you on the show. Welcome to our inaugural episode. We're talking SWAC culture, and we know that you're familiar with SWAC culture, but we figured you'd be an excellent panelist because you're familiar with BCU culture too.
Of course.
So how you been doing? What's going on with ESPN? Tell us what's going on with you.
I'm doing well. First off, let me say I was a little nervous about that cheerleading video. I wasn't sure if y'all were going to pull out some of these old pictures, that I wanted to keep hidden from back in the day. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm doing good. I'm actually getting ready for the season again. So I'm excited about that. This season will look a little different for me. I am expecting. So,
all right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. 2 babies. I got twins on the way, y'all.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I'll be back on the sidelines. You never know. I might get some SWAC games again this year. Right now I have ACC games in the loop, but like you said, Rod, I've covered the SWAC championship for the last 3 years, had the opportunity of doing several other games, MEAC SWAC Challenge, and just some regular football games in there as well as it pertains to both the MEAC and the SWAC. So I am excited about it. I'm knowledgeable about it, and I'm ready to answer questions and let our alumni know what we need to do.
Well, Lord willing, we'll definitely have you at the Florida class. We hope you can come on home and enjoy this 10th consecutive victory. We're about to run a Boston on FAMU. Let's talk SWAC. What do you notice about the SWAC when it concerns their fan base, their school spirit?
Well, let's just say it is there. Okay. Every institution in the SWAC, they are really, 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 they truly embody fandom, right? They really have that school pride. They hold it well. They represent it well, not only during tailgating, not only before the game, but during the game as well. I'll never forget the 2019 SWAC championship that I went to. It was my first time going to Alcorn State. Mind you, Alcorn State is in the middle of nowhere. Right. But let me just say, when I arrived, they have about, I think, 3 or 4 RV lots completely packed. All the students were out there. All of the alumni were out there. That was on the outside. We walk inside to their stadium, completely packed. Their student section loaded. They're already chanting, and the game hadn't even started yet. The alumni who were in the other seats, other fans who were there, fully decked out in Alcorn gear. It was crazy. I had never seen anything, like that. And I was really taken aback because I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. To have so many fans there, so many students there, just excited about this championship game. But let me also say they played Southern that year, and Southern side completely packed as well. Full, same thing, decked out in their school colors, the school spirit, the same exact thing. So when we talk about the fans and the school spirit that the SWAC has, they bring it to every single game. There's no game that does not embody the school spirit of each individual institution.
Well, what do you think is going to happen with us? There's been a lot of talk that we don't stand a chance, that our band isn't that good. How do you think that we'll stack up against these competitive and very spirited schools?
I think we'll be just fine. We already had a taste of that, right? During the MEAC SWAC Challenge when we played Jackson State before. And there was a heated battle between Jackson State and BCU, both in the stands and on the field. And I think we held our own. We held our position, even though I had to be neutral that game. Had to be neutral at the time. But I think we held our own. And I think once our alumni and our fan base at Bethune-Cookman University just sort of see the fandom of the SWAC, sort of see, how they flow, how they do things, I think it's only going to get better for us because, just like any other alumni, you don't want any other HBCU to stand you up. No, we want to be there to support our institution and our students and stuff. So I think the more we, get accustomed to how the SWAC does things, I think we'll only, continue to rise and continue to do better and be better than what we have already been doing.
Before I ask Arby this question, Larisha, you got a lot of sorors and a lot of fellow cheerleaders giving you shout outs in the chat. I just want you to know they are blowing the chat room up for you. So shout out to them, to the Deltas, and to all my cheerleaders out there that are watching. Thank you for joining me. There you go. Brother Aubrey.
Yes, sir.
You work in ticket sales. You work in an athletic department. Tell me the impact. People always, we always trying to get people to come to the games, especially the road games. Tell the people, tell all our alumni how important it is. What does coming to the games really do for our athletic program and for the school in general?
It's just like going to a concert. No artist wants to perform in front of an empty crowd. Just like the team, they don't want to practice, go through training camp, especially in the hot sun in Daytona Beach, Florida. They want to see people support them. They want to see people going crazy in the stands. They want our alumni, the current student body, and just overall the community to show support, rock your Wildcat gear, get crazy. Because again, when we get into those down and distance plays on defense, they got to make a key stop. If you make it loud, even on the road, that makes a difference. That makes someone play harder. That makes someone go tougher and get that key stop. Even when we're in the red zone on offense, to get that touchdown instead of converting for a field goal, you need someone that's cheering you on, supporting you, making noise. All that helps. In addition to the band, crowd noise is crucial, especially on the road. So I can't stress that enough. We definitely got to do a better job traveling for these away games, and I'm going to hold myself accountable as well. We got to support those Wildcats on the road.
For sure. Can I add to that, Rod Z? Because I think it's important to talk about the perspective of the players, which Mr. Greer actually mentioned. Like when the players come out and they see that audience and they feel that energy, it only adds more hype to what they've already done or amped themselves up already prior to the game.
All the difference in the world.
Yeah, it makes all the difference in the world, especially like you said, in those crucial moments. They look for that. They look for that support, and they value that support. It's almost like stands and you see your mom and dad there, or you see a family there, like that hits different,
You get fired up. Yeah.
And so from the player's perspective, knowing that you have that support, again, like Mr. Greer said, it makes all the difference in the world, especially in those crucial moments at any point in the game.
Well, if you don't mind, I want to slide somebody else into our live panel discussion. We want to bring back Miss BCU. Miss BCU, if we can get her up on the screen, she's a current student, and she said she has something to say about the students, and that's important because, after all, this is your current team, your team that's playing right now. You want to be able to say, hey, when I was in school, we had a good football team. So, Madam BCU, can you please help us out? Tell us tell the alumni and the students that are watching the importance of coming to the games and getting fired up for our Wildcats.
Thank you for having me come back. Where I come from Anniston, Alabama, and so whenever we have a football game or a basketball game, we pack it out. We always come with school pride. We never really beef with our rivalries too bad, but it's always fun. So joining the SWAC, it's very important that we bring that school pride, that we rep our school, that we remember who we are, why we bleed maroon. So I think that's very important that we continue to reach out to each other to try to build those connections as well.
You think I didn't know anything about Anniston, but my grandfather's from Montgomery. Birmingham. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. Okay. And I've been to Anniston a couple of times to do some comedy shows. Very small town, but very loving and kind people. They show a lot of hospitality, and they do have a lot of school spirit. I went to a sporting event in Anniston. So I know about Anniston in the house.
Yes,
Anything else you want to say, Miss BCU, to the students about coming to the game?
Not so much as the games, but just really building that connection with the students and the alumni. When students graduate, some of us, we do go through post-grad depression. And so it's very important that, we make sure that we reach out to those that you all's goal is to reach out to them so that they can come and join you all and be a part of them. But I would say to just be a little bit more sensitive to their situations, because some of them are going back home to rougher environments, and coming to BCU is a safe haven for them. I will also say to rebuild that relationship with the students is to have Zoom events, go Instagram Live. Whenever we program for events on campus, we always use the Instagram app. So you can always ask me and Mr. BCU and the president to serve on that live, and we'll do our job to make sure that we bring the Wildcat pride in the student body.
Okay. So we taking notes. We need to get our Instagram going, Instagram Live. Okay, we're gonna build that up, and we can count on you all. But I like what you said about the alumni. We're gonna do all we can to make sure we get on the yard and be visible more, so the students know as soon as they graduate, we can plug them into an alumni association, so they won't have to go through that post-grad depression. All right. So Aubrey and Larisha, I'm gonna give you a question, and I'll let you answer consecutively. Same question for both of you. What are some of your fondest football memories at Bethune-Cookman? We'll start with Miss Larisha.
Ooh. Oh God.
You were a cheerleader, so I know you've been to every game while you were there.
No, that's
what is one of your favorite games or moments?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is really hard. That is really hard because
we won a lot when you were there. You were there with
I was there from 09, 010 all the way to 13.
Okay.
So we
kicked a little butt. I'm just gonna say it. We kicked some butt when you was cheering.
We did. I came away with a MEAC championship. I left it at home. I didn't quite wear it.
Okay.
I got a pendant, a MEAC championship pendant. But yeah, oh my God, that is so hard. That is so hard. But honestly, I think some of my fondest memories, because being that I was a reporter for, the institution, right? I was a part of that inaugural crew who created Cat Eye Network. And so some of my fondest memories were just connecting with a lot of the players who were on campus, connecting with the coach at the time, which is Coach Brian Jenkins, having those constant interviews with him. We used to do things like the 2-minute moment, and that would air on the radio. I also did something called not BCU Insider. Oh Lord, it was, I can't even remember the name of it. Forgive me. It's been that long, but it was a radio show that I would do. And we would go deeper outside of the field with some of the players and really get to know them intimately, know their stories, give those human interest stories. And it would play on during our radio segments, but we would also air it on Cat Eye as well. So those are some of my fondest memories from actually being on campus and being a part of the football and athletics department. But another memory that I have that will always stick with me is actually one as a graduate. And it happened in 2019 when I was able to, it was almost like a full circle moment, right? You go to BCU, you go there for a reason to learn. It's always been a goal of mine to make it to ESPN, to be a sideline reporter. And to come back, and my first game of the season in 2009 was me covering, 2019 was me covering Bethune-Cookman University in the MEAC SWAC Challenge. That meant everything to me. I literally started crying after the game to my mom because she was there with me for that game. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a full circle moment. knowing that I'm covering the institution that actually played a very crucial and important role in me getting to where I am now. That's the place where I learned how to get rid of my country twang, and that's the place I learned how to edit and to write and to be able to do all the things that I'm doing now. So for me, that was a very, very special moment covering the institution on ESPN that year.
And we are so proud of you. When every time I see you, I be like, that's a Wildcat. That's right. You see him. So I get very excited to see you. We're so proud of you. Brother Greer, we're proud of you also. Tell us one of your favorite Wildcat football moments.
Man, I was there from 05 to 09, and I remember getting up early on Saturday mornings, getting on one of the first buses to go to Municipal Stadium, being in the crowds. My first ever Bethune-Cookman game we won. We played Elizabeth City, I believe.
Elizabeth City, yeah.
Yep, and we got a victory. I was there to see some of our well-known players, Eric Weems, Matt Johnson, Jimmy Russell.
Wow.
I also am a fellow mass comm major, so I was on the sideline a few games. Some of my fondest memories was listening to Alvin Wyatt, covering some of the outfits he was wearing.
Man, listen,
the cutest coach ever.
Please. I mean, I'm like, where is he going? Do we have a game today?
Sean was the man.
I think that shows confidence when you show up to a game dressed like that. I think you like, look, we already gonna celebrate after the game, so I'm already dressed.
Sean was larger than life, man. But yeah, just the overall experience of just being there, the band, like, cause I'm from Richmond, Virginia. So, going to Bethune-Cookman was just a dream come true. And that first game it sold me. That's how I rode. Like, it was just a great, beautiful Saturday, sunny, beautiful weather, the atmosphere, the band, the crowd. And again, I was able to be there with some of the well-known players that some of them went to the league, and we had a lot of success with some of those guys. So the whole experience and being on the sideline to be a sideline reporter, at the time it was WMMG. It was just an incredible experience and a dream come true moment for sure.
That's funny because Jasmine just said in the chat, shout out to WMG. Wow. Jasmine, you right on time. You got first comment, girl. Shout out to Mass Comm in the house. I was a Mass Comm major. Shout out to Mass Comm department. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to ask you two this. This is for both of you too. We're going to put the football schedule up. Let's get the schedule up. I know a couple of games. One of them I can't go to that I was really, really looking forward to going to, and I can't because I have an event to do. I have to watch the game on television. But we want to try to put the football schedule up. What are some of the games that you all are looking forward to really see? Like, I think everybody has an excitement for a certain game to say, okay, if we win this game or if we even play well in this game, we ready for the SWAC. What game do you think that is, Aubrey?
Of course, I think the biggest game that everyone is most likely looking forward to is that Jackson State game, October 23rd. Deion Sanders, he has done a tremendous job putting HBCUs on the forefront. I think every day we're on national television, and the crazy thing is they lost. Like they weren't even like the winning team in the SWAC, but Deion has definitely transformed the perspective of what HBCU football is. So I think Bethune-Cookman going in there as the underdog is the best thing for us, to go under the radar. People are overlooking us, and that's when you're able to knock out the champ or the people's champ, if you will. But that Jackson State game is definitely going to be a very, very well-attended live game, and I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yes. Larisha, what game do you look forward to?
I actually look forward to the game that's going to be their biggest challenge. I believe it's a home game, if I'm not mistaken, in Daytona Beach. And that game is going to be Alabama A&M, right?
Alabama. Why Alabama A&M?
Alabama A&M are the reigning champs right now.
Okay.
They are returning their quarterback, Akil Glass. They are returning a lot of their starters and a lot of their key players as well. That game is going to be one of the most challenging games for BCU. And I think if they make a statement during that game, it will only only show what more they can do for the rest of the season. So if they come out with a victory, then you already know what that's going to mean for the Wildcats. That means, okay, they can do it. They can get the job done. And so going through Jackson State should be a breeze. Going through everybody else should be a breeze because, okay, you are able to make it over the reigning champs who, again, are returning a lot of their vital players. But I think for me, that's the game that I'm looking forward to the most, seeing how they overcome the current reigning champs of the SWAC.
From what you know about our football team, Larisha, and our returnees, what do you think is our largest asset? What do you think we bring to the table that the other football teams in the SWAC won't be ready for or won't expect?
I think just the versatility, right? That we bring. First off, is going to be something new for the other SWAC teams anyway.
Right.
It's something that they haven't seen, and we credit Coach Sims and the rest of the football coaches and everyone who plays a major part in that role over there. But the versatility, what they can do on offense, the swiftness that we have in those positions of receivers, etc. Defense, especially. We know defense has been a strong point for the Wildcats for quite some time. And so being able to come in and just bring something different that these schools have not seen. And we know that Coach Sims does not have a conservative type of playbook. No. He's going to do what he needs to do when it needs to be done. So I think that's what we bring to the table. That's what we bring to the table.
All right. Aubrey?
Yes,
give me your prediction for the Wildcats football team. What do you think our record will be? What do you think? How do you think we'll fare this year?
I'm going to say with our first year being in the SWAC, I like us to go 7-5.
7-5. 7-5. Larisha, what do you think?
You know what? I'm not going to put a number on it.
Okay.
I'm not.
You being all conservative, don't give us your ESPN analytics skills, girl. What you think? Don't be afraid. Go on and say it.
No,
not good.
I'm not putting on a number. I'm not putting us on a list because I'm not going to limit the abilities of what the Wildcats can and cannot do. So I'm going to have faith that whatever they do is going to be big and it's going to be great, even though it's the first year in the SWAC. So that's why I'm not putting a number on it. That's why, because I do not want to limit the abilities. We are putting it out there.
You are such Larisha Harris for president. That's what I'm saying. That was such a politician answer. But I respect that, and I respect everything that you two are doing to represent the great Bethune-Cookman and yourselves and your family. We are so extremely proud of you. So let's put the schedule. We put the schedule up, but let's put some of our past victories up for the alumni to see. Because if you're not familiar with Wildcat football, like our panelists are, you may not know this. But let's show you how we fared in the SWAC. Can we put that up real quick? I want to go over.
I believe it's 9 straight victories in the SWAC.
Fairly well over the SWAC.
Fairly well. I can name the schools. The only school that we haven't beaten in the last 9 or 10 years was Southern University. We beaten Grambling. We beat Prairie View A&M to death. We beat Jackson State last year. Whooped them after they jumped on us in the beginning. We had a game against Alcorn. I was worried because Alcorn jumped out on us 21-0. And we had to stop the game for weather. But by the time the game was stopped, we had already gotten up to 21-14 before halftime. You know, Wildcats, we're a late starting team, so hopefully we'll be able to jump on it earlier this year and start a little faster. But we were coming back on Alcorn, okay? We beat Alabama State in Orlando, and I think we played them again in Daytona, beat them. I think the only school we played outside of our conference from HBCUs that we couldn't beat was Tennessee State. Tennessee State, no, and we beat them. We split with them. We went to Tennessee and beat them. Then they came to Daytona and beat us. So we also have a MEAC game still on the schedule. We're playing one of our nemesis. People always talk about FAMU, but I get up for the South Carolina State game
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah.
Neither one of us can beat each other consecutive. They'll beat us, then we'll beat them, and it goes back and forth. I guess it's the fighting like cats and dogs thing.
Yes, indeed.
And one year they beat us in Daytona, and they bought that little ugly dog they had. Not even a real dog. That little ugly, what do they call it when you stuff them? Had the dog stuffed and sitting on the side. I said, I'll steal that little dog.
Oh my God.
And put him in a Wildcat jersey. But I couldn't get to him. They was guarding him too well. So here are BCU versus SWAC victories over the years. I forgot about Arkansas Pine Bluff. We beat them 17-3. Alabama State 28-7. Whooped them. Prairie View A&M, we put up a basketball score 63-14. Good Lord, that's a lot of points. Alabama State, we came back and beat them again 38-28. They fared a little bit better that year. In 2015, we played Grambling. Now that was a good game. They came to Daytona, and the Cats were able to squeak that one out 56-53. Mississippi Valley State came to town for our homecoming a couple of years ago, and we put it on them pretty bad, 41-27. So, and the MEAC SWAC Challenge, we beat Jackson State last year. If I'm not mistaken, it was 37-15, but we ain't going to, grudge over that little 1 point. But Jackson State came in, they jumped on us early, but we came back, and the defense showed up and showed out. So those are the recent years that we played SWAC schools. So Wildcats, keep your head up. Don't be afraid. We ain't afraid of the SWAC. We come in SWAC, and we want to thank our guest panelists again for your expertise and analytics. Keep doing what you're doing. We are praying for you. Make sure you send your dues into the National Alumni Association. We need your support. Larisha, congratulations on your twins. Send us some pictures, girl.
I will. And to all the people talking about me being politically correct, y'all not gonna come for my godly answer.
hey, leave my sister alone. She's just trying to be impartial right now because she has to work. She's being professional, so let her be professional. Brother Greer, keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully you'll get a ring. I don't know if we're out of the MEAC now, so maybe y'all can start getting y'all some MEAC championships. We wish you nothing but the best. And shout out to working at a HBCU. We love both of you. Thank you so much.
No, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me. Again, I'm able to do what I'm doing because of Bethune-Cookman University. All the skills and everything that I was taught, all that I've learned from MassCom, I owe it to Bethune-Cookman for my wonderful career. So I'm proud Wildcat.
Yes, we're proud of you. Hell Wildcats.
Hell Wildcats.
All right, thank you so much. We're going to move on with the show now. We have another panelist that's going to come on shortly. But before we bring him on, let's get my main man. Shatunes, are you still there? Shout out to all my people in the chat room, all of our guests that are watching right now. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure while you're watching, you put in the chat room, put this hashtag in the chat room, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You want to put this hashtag in the chat room. It's hashtag support NAA BCU. Hashtag support NAA BCU. It's going on in the lower third right now in the ticker. Hashtag support NAA BCU, and you'll automatically be entered to win a special prize that we're giving away before the end of the presentation. So make sure you do that right now. Hashtag support NAA BCU. I'm gonna give you a little break real quick, and we're gonna drop some music on you. Shatu, just drop a little something for the people that are watching right now. We want you to support us. Just give us a little support music. Shout out to Tampa.
Everybody in the house, can you lend me your wig? It's a sweet baby girl coming crystal clear. Baby, show me everything that you got. Wanna do the same just to keep the ladies locked down.
Come on,
the sound
DJ Chateau live in the mix right now. Hey, welcome to the Huddle. Huddle Up. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. it up, switch it up. DJ Shatoon Lab in the mix right now. Let's go, everybody say.
It's driving me out of my mind.
Come on, come on.
That's why it's hard for
Y'all know what's going on, man. DJ Shatoon. Yeah, Wildcats.
miss her, kiss her, love her. That girl is
DJ Shatoon's doing it big as always. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks for helping us get fired up. Let's go,
Yes, sir.
Wildcats. We are joining the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and we feel good about our chances. We ain't scared. We can't talk SWAC football without talking about a very important element that goes on at the games. And I'm speaking of none other than the marching bands. That's right, halftime, the fifth quarter. Listen, we are the heavyweight of all college marching bands, the heavyweight champ. We have a special presentation from the class 1977. That's right, marching men.
When you say it's 77.
77. Back in the day, our very own voice of the Marching Wildcats, superstar Ken Moore. Here's a special presentation and video that he sent in. Check this out, Wildcats.
HBCU.
This year, our Bethune-Cookman University Wildcat football team enters the 2021 football season embarking on a new era by joining the SWAC. We were a perennial powerhouse in the MEAC for well over 25 years and consistently beat teams in the SWAC and our new division. You would think that would earn us a higher ranking than 5th place in the SWAC's East Division, but no, that's not the case. It's the lack of respect that the SWAC has shown us that pisses the BCU National Alumni Association off. At Bethune-Cookman University, we're family. And right now, there is a family feud between the Wildcats and the SWAC. You can call it disrespect. You can call it bulletin board material. You can call it whatever you want. In Daytona Beach, we call it fuel. And that fuel has served us well. We are champ with the DNA of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune. You know, every champion has to enter the ring, hunt or be hunted, lead the pack, or get trampled. That's just the way it's always been. Although we feeling agitated, irritated, and aggravated, we do have choices. We can stay in next to last place and get the you-know-what kicked out of us, or we can do like we always do and kick the you-know-what out of everybody else. One game at a time, baby. Yeah. Raising the bar at the highest level is what we do. Listen, let me tell you, the SWAC complete dismissal of the Wildcats defies all football logic. But what the hell? We just gonna do what we always do and silence the doubters and let our game speak for itself. At Bethune-Cookman University, it's pride, pure and simple. Let's go, Wildcats.
Now, I'm going to just let that sit there for a minute. Shatoon's going to pull out the BCU chain. Hey, I'm going to just let that marinate. Just can I get 30, not even 30 seconds, just give me 10 seconds to let what Ken Moore just said marinate and resonate with all the Wildcats out there. I mean, Ken Moore said we pissed off. He talking trash.
They tried us. Yeah, I feel them. You feel like they tried us.
I think they did try us. I think they did try us. No respect whatsoever. They're not giving FAMU any respect either. But I understand why they're not giving them respect, because we don't give them no respect either. Yeah. But the audacity, the unmitigated gall to just disregard the maroon and gold is very disrespectful. And I'm glad they did it. I'm glad we're the underdog. I'm glad they're looking at us as the little brother, the new kid on the block, whatever you call them. We are used to playing schools that are much larger than us. We're used to playing schools that have a better football reputation than us, even though we produce such football greats as Nick Collins, Rasheem Mathis, Larry Little, Hall of Famer on the only team to ever go undefeated in the National Football League, Hall of Famer, Jack Cy McLaren. We have a great football tradition, huh?
Eric Weems.
Eric 5.0 Williams, who him and Russell, they were so fast. They ran by you. You hit a wind when they ran by you. So we not afraid. We're not afraid. We're gonna walk in, and the number one thing we have on our side is faith. Faith in God. That's what our school was built on, Shatoons. $1.50, 5 little girls.
Yes, sir.
Faith in God that we shall overcome and endure. I'm going to move on with the show because I'm starting to get a little excited right now. But I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on with our next expert. I'm going to move on with our next expert panelist. He was not able to join us today because he's very busy. And when I say busy, I mean National Football League. Go on past the hat round for me. I just preached. He's National Football League busy. He's a defensive line coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you don't know about the Kansas City Chiefs, they just went to the last Super Bowl and the one before that, winning over my San Francisco 49ers. And last year they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they've been to the last 2 consecutive Super Bowls. But we want to hear what he has to say. He was a former coach on the sidelines with the Fighting Wildcats, and we wanted to just get his expertise in football to hear what he has to say about our Fighting Wildcat chances. Here's Terry Bratton.
How you doing, Wildcat Nation? This is Terry Bratton, assistant defensive line coach here at Kansas City Chiefs. I just wanted to talk about my journey through the process of coming from Bethune-Cookman to Kansas City Chiefs. I started at Revere Beach Inlet Grove High School. I was a high school head coach. And from there, I had an opportunity to interview with Terry Sims and his staff at Bethune-Cookman University. Coach Sims gave me a chance to interview under Jim Pry, and I became a quarterback GA. Once I became a GA, it was an off-season time, and I had opportunity to do an internship at the Pro Bowl. And when I did an internship at the Pro Bowl, I met great guys as Ted Cruz, Emmett Thomas, and once I met them, they introduced me to Coach Reed. And when I met Coach Reed, I've been here with Kansas City Chiefs for 5 years. So I've been blessed, and I know this interview and this process and this dialogue is about Bethune-Cookman joining the SWAC. I just want to say, without Bethune-Cookman, I would not be here where I'm at now. And I want to thank Terry Sims, Lynn Thompson, the AD, former AD there at Bethune-Cookman. And I just want to say good luck to you guys this year and do your best in the SWAC. Hail Wildcat.
All right, Hail Wildcats. Hey, he's a member of the Wildcat family now. Once you set foot on the campus and you do anything for any capacity for Bethune-Cookman, you're a member of the family. And that's what I love about our school. We're a small school, but we family, man. We stick together. And speaking of sticking together, real quick before we move on, I want to give a shout out to DJ CeeLo, Chris Smith. He had been in the hospital, but he's home now. He's doing well. Everybody, please say a prayer for Chris and pray for all the Wildcats all over the world. We're going through some tough times, but we will be all right. And good luck, Coach Bratton, and to the Kansas City Chiefs, good luck until y'all play the 49ers again. All right, moving on with the show. Hey, don't forget our campaign. We're trying to get 500 new members to the National Alumni Association. Go to NAABCU.org. Join a chapter. Please join the National Alumni Association. We need your help. There are a lot of things concerning the school that we are going to be dealing with soon, and we need you to support us by joining the Alumni Association. There's an African proverb that says, many hands make light work. So please join in and give a helping hand. Go to NAABCU.org and join the National Alumni Association. We want you to support us, and we have somebody that's going to come on that's going to do a special presentation. President McCray, are you there? There you are. We understand you have a special. Well, I'm going to just say this. I want everybody out there in Wildcat Nation to know that we were going to bring our coach on, and unfortunately for unforeseen circumstances, him and some of the players, they weren't able to join us. So I wanted to bring you back on. I want to ask you a couple of questions, Mr. President, about Wildcat football and how you feel we'll fare. And then I understand you have a special surprise and presentation. But how do you feel that we'll do this year?
I think we're going to do well. In fact, I'm predicting that we will go at least 9-3.
Wow.
I have to be realistic. I know we're going to have a tough time with the University of Central Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know much about UTEP. I do plan on going out to Texas El Paso to support the team.
Okay.
I think that we'll get that.
Okay. You think we'll beat UTEP?
Yeah, I think we'll beat UTEP.
Okay.
They're considered really a mid-major football program. They're not really a Power 5 type team. And I think that we can beat them.
Yeah.
I've seen our team this year, and I think that we really, really have a very good chance of doing well this year. And I'm looking forward to it. I think that there's a good chance that we may lose one game in the SWAC.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you which game you think it is because I don't want nobody saying, Johnny jinxed us. So what I will ask you is, you say you've seen the team. Johnny, did you play football?
I played high school football. I had several offers from smaller HBCUs, and I just want to say this real quick. I was one of the top players in Broward County back 200 years ago. And I'll never forget Coach Moore.
Okay.
Wesley Moore came to recruit some of the top kids that would likely go to HBCUs, and he found out that I played on the line. And I remember he had Collins as the quarterback at the time. Collins that played for the Green Bay Packers, his dad.
Okay.
His dad was 6'2", about 240 pounds. And I was 5'9", probably about 190 pounds in school. Then he actually told me literally, if I played on the line, I need to go and join the Navy. I could not play football at Bethune-Cookman. So I knew that I didn't want to go anywhere else but Bethune because everybody in my family had gone to Bethune. I didn't want to try out for the football team because I know I didn't have a future there, but I've been very supportive of not only the football team, but the basketball program at Bethune-Cookman for many, many years.
Well, you say that you've seen the football team. What do you think is our strong suit?
I think our strong suit is going to be the offensive line.
Oh, wow.
We have many returning players, and we're big. We're probably the biggest line in the SWAC. And when I say big, I know football. I'm not talking about just size, but I'm talking about strength, conditioning. We're some big boys. And we have some very, very good wide receivers. I've seen the quarterbacks, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but we have a quarterback from Arkansas Pine Bluff who's good.
They call him the Cannon, don't they?
Yeah, they call him the Cannon. And he's of the other persuasion, like FAMU's pass quarterback, but he doesn't seem like the type that's going to get scared when we play FAMU. We also have I've seen this kid from Jackson, from Fayetteville State.
Okay.
He has really good potential. And I saw some the other quarterbacks. It's competitive. Nobody's being given a job out there. Okay. I've only seen him one time when I was in town the other week, and I was very, very impressed.
Well, I think we're going to put our best foot forward no matter what the outcome is. One thing that from standing on the sidelines in the past few years, when I was in college, if you got up on Bethune-Cookman, chances are the team, sometimes they just give up, start looking for where they're going to go to the party. But one thing I'll say about these last 10 years, I'll say about our football team, they don't quit. They don't give up. Even when they're down, they feel like they can still win, and they will not give up. So Wildcat fans, we need you to come out, and we need you to support. But there's another way you can support. And President McCray, I'm going to let you take that part over right now.
Well, had Coach Sims been able to be here, we wanted to make a special presentation to the football program. There are a few people within the National Alumni Association who suggested recently that we do something for the team. And we recognize the size of some of our players. We recognize the athletic prowess of these players. and we know that these fellas need to be able to eat. And so what we came up with an idea of supporting the football team in a couple of post-game meals after 2 games. So I inquired, and I was told that it's about $2,500 to feed the players after a game, and they also have the staff and the coaches. So what the National Alumni Association unanimously voted to do was to give to the football team 2 checks in the amount of $2,500 each, totaling $5,000. So I will be sending this off to the Department of Institutional Advancement tomorrow, probably overnight it. And this is specifically earmarked for the football team and for their post-game meals, 2 of the games. And so I'm also talking to other individuals about supporting them for the post-game meals also. So we're proud to do this. This is consistent with the mission of the National Alumni Association to support the university. And many of you all might say, well, they could do things with scholarships. Well, we do. We give scholarships also. We have a number of chapters across the nation, and we recently had several send-offs. I'll give Miami for an example. Miami gave out several scholarships to students, Palm Beach County, Jacksonville, Duval, Tampa, Daytona, Volusia County. Atlanta, I spoke at one of their events, and we've done so much to support the students. And this is just one example of some things that the National Alumni Association has done and will continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so much for all that you do, and that's a wonderful contribution to our football team. We have some new chapters too. New National Alumni chapters springing up all over the country. We've got Dallas, Fort Worth. We've got Central Virginia, Ohio. We got Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. So when we start traveling to these games, we will be expecting to see that our chapters that are springing up all over the country will be rolling to wherever we're going to support our football team. If you want to support our football program, please go to a special Get Fired Up link at naabcu.org. We have a special link, naabcu.org. You can go and contribute to our football program. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome. Great job, Rod.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we're going to move on. And listen, before we wrap up the show, I want to give a shout out to all the people that I've seen in the chat. You guys are doing an awesome job of keeping the chat line busy. I see a lot of activity going on. Eloise, Cheryl Yan, Heather, what's up, babe? BJ, Vereen, Anthony, I see all of you. Thank you. Joyce, Paul, thank you. All of you. I saw Natasha Scott coming in from Tampa. There's the Get Fired Up flyer, the fundraiser for the football team. Make sure you go to naabcu.org and find that special link and give to our football team. Even if you can't make it to any games, you can support them. We're going to make sure the funds go where they're supposed to go to support our football team. And please, while you're there, we got the 500 before homecoming. Make sure you join the National Alumni Association. We are trying to recruit 500 new members to the National Alumni Association before October 9th. That's our homecoming. So please join the Alumni Association. That's all I can say. We need the people in there so we can make more strides and do more things. But before you go, we have some special drawings. And I have a special gentleman. I'm very proud of him. He's my classmate. He is our director of public relations, but he's also the president for the alumni for the United Negro College Fund. He's on a mission. He's doing great things for UNCF, doing great things to represent Bethune-Cookman. I'm speaking of none other than Mr. Anthony Brown. Anthony, how you doing, sir?
Damn Wildcats, what's happening?
Anthony, it's good to see you, man.
Listen, I am always excited to be able to come on the show, and I'm just a guest this time. It's not me, it's you. You were doing a great job.
Hey, But see, you being modest because you running this from the background. So don't try to be all modest. You hear that shot? He's trying to say it's me.
Y'all doing it.
This brother is over the alumni. He's the president of UNCF alumni, and he's our public relations director, and he's our program director for this show. But he's being modest. Just got through doing his show. And Anthony, we want you to promote your show too and tell us how we did as alumni on your production. But Anthony, we got some prizes we want to give away, but before we give them away, tell everybody what you're doing with UNCF, please.
Listen, let me tell you real quick, because I am so glad the fact that we are a part of the UNCF family. I like to always tell the story about the fact that Mary McLeod Bethune, she started UNCF, even though we didn't give credit to Frederick Patterson from Tuskegee. It was Dr. Bethune's idea. She's the one who picked up the phone and called Fred and said, Fred, I got an idea. This is what we're going to do. He said, what you want to do, Mary? She said, what we're going to do is we're going to get together as a collective unit, united, and raise money. But because she knew she was the black woman and he was the fair-skinned black man, he can get into some doors that she couldn't get into.
Strategy.
So I'm going to put you up front.
But listen, you just put us up on game. You just dropped that history, and that's what Huddle Up is all about. We want to give you history. We want to give you facts about our founder, what's going on at the school, and you just dropped some history. A lot of people didn't know that Mary McLeod Bethune is behind UNCF. It was her idea.
Period. Point blank. She did it. However, she knew that some days, black woman in 1944 was no doors. So she figured, I know what to do. I'm going to call Fred Patterson. He light-skinned black man. Let him go talk to the people.
And with the progress that our sisters, our black women have made over the years, and now we have a black female vice president in the White House. Can you imagine what Dr. Bethune could do right now?
Oh, my God. Listen.
Don't you wish she could just come back for a little bit?
And just celebrating all of this goodness. And all of this greatness that we're doing.
This black girl magic.
Yes, definitely. So we do want to let everyone know that on September 18th is our national UNCF Walk for Education. So Bethune-Cookman, I need for you to stand up and make some noise. We don't need to let any other HBCU outdo us.
That's right.
So we want alumni chapters across the country to go to uncf.org and sign up an alumni chapter. You can go outside. If you want to go walking, you can. If you want to if you just want to create the team and make a donation, make the donation, because everything that we give is going to come right back to us tenfold. Y'all understand that through the work of what we do on campus for UNCF, through the work of our pre-alumni council on campus, whatever money we give to UNCF from Bethune-Cookman, it comes back to us tenfold. Yeah. So stop playing. I'm sorry, I get animated.
Y'all preaching the word. Y'all two, between y'all two, I don't know who I'm gonna get my collection head up to. Y'all preaching today.
As long as Bethune-Cookman gets something, we'll be all right.
Oh, we gonna get some of that money. Trust and believe, because there's money on the table. And let me tell you something else that we're doing real quick, because there's another initiative called HBCU Ignite.
Okay.
This is a HBCU Excellence and Academic Money that's in DC. When I get a break, I'm gonna come back and drop that link in the chat. Unless, Anthony, if you can pull that link from yesterday's show. And it's all about making sure that our campuses get some money from DC to help with our infrastructure, with our technology, and with helping repair anything that may be broke on campus. Because the last thing we want to see is we come back to homecoming and we see a shutter broke, we see a window that ain't shut right, we see a door off the hinge, we see the grass ain't been cut. There is money available to help with restoration of our campus and to help with us with our technology. It's called the HBCU Ignite Excellence Act, and I need for you to contact your congressperson to say, pass this act. Stop playing.
Y'all heard it. I'm getting close to the camera. We got the inside scoop from the man with the plan. Anthony Brown just told you, HBCU Ignite. Let's get on it. Doggone it. Anthony, we got some special gifts and prizes we want to give away. I understand we have a prize for new members. We are striving to get 500 new members to join the Alumni Association. Go to naabcu.org and join the National Alumni Association. If you already joined and you're a new member, whether you graduated 30 years ago and you just coming to join, or you just graduated last year and you're in, we want to thank you for joining. But we are a long way from 500 before homecoming. We got some time, but we a long way off. So if you're on here right now listening and you haven't joined, please join. Also, call a couple of classmates, friends, family members. And guess what? You don't even have to be an alumnus to join our Alumni Association. You can become an associate member, but join the National Alumni Association. Go to NAABCU.org. And I want to express this too for the people who may not know. An alumnus is someone who did classes. You didn't even have to graduate. If you went to school for any period of time at Bethune-Cookman, you took basket weaving at Bethune-Cookman, you are an alumnus of Bethune-Cookman, and therefore you're part of the Wildcat Nation and Wildcat family. So join the Alumni Association and stay active and help us support the legacy of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune.
So let me tell you, for the 49 members that have joined since we kicked off the 500 members,
okay,
we got a special prize for you. We about to, whether you're watching us live right now or not, we put all those 49 names in what we call our wheel of names.
You already been enrolled. If you join, your name has already been added to win this gift. Now, okay. So we're gonna have to backtrack, but we have a prize right now just for our new members.
Right.
And then, I'm gonna tell it for the new members, and then we're gonna spin the wheel first, and then I'll tell them.
All right, so here we go. Right now, we're gonna spin this wheel.
Everybody do the process.
Here we go. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Somebody's gonna win. And that name is.
Oh my goodness. Letitia G. Graham. Congratulations. Guess what she won, y'all? Because she stepped out and joined the National Alumni Association, she's going to be receiving 2 tickets to this year's Florida Classic and hotel accommodations at the Rosen Center in beautiful Orlando for the Florida Classic. 2 tickets and a hotel room. All she got to do is show up. I say 2 tickets.
2 tickets.
And a hotel room.
And a hotel.
She in there.
Florida Classic.
We do listen. Alumni Association ain't playing. We doing it big.
And let me say, and let me thank the anonymous donor. We had a. This was gifted to us by an alum who just said, you know what? I think this is important. I love what you all are doing, and the alum just said, here you go. I was like, wow, we appreciate that, but we're not done.
We're not. But wait, there's more.
Yes.
We have some prizes for the people that joined us tonight for our inaugural kickoff, our first episode of Huddle Up.
Yes.
And we have a special gift for you, but we're going to start out. We have more than one.
No, matter of fact, we don't just have one.
We have 3 different.
Not 2.
We have 3 different
We
spins.
got 3.
3 different prizes.
We got 3 different prizes.
We're going to go from, all of them are nice, but we're going to build up and get to the grand prize.
All 3 of them. All 3 of
So
them.
our third runner up, spin the wheel. I'm going to tell you what you got.
Right, so now, one more thing before if you think you still want to get on this, because we got over 100 some odd people who are watching us right now. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, hit that heart button, hit the share button, hit the cares button. Show us some love. And also, shout out to all of our replayers. If you're not watching this live and you catch it on the replay, I'm sorry you didn't get to win a prize, but thank you for watching us on the replay.
We love you, though. We love you.
But you got one more chance. Right now, hashtag support NAA BCU right now in the chat. If you missed it earlier, hashtag right now in order to win one of these 3 prizes. You got to hashtag I was reading the chat. Hashtag support NAA BCU right now. Right now. I'm waiting for somebody to hashtag so you all can see it's in the chat. So you'll know.
Put it in.
Is it in there? Is it
Man,
in
they
there?
type. I can hear their little fingers now.
Oh, come on, y'all. I need y'all to tap. I need y'all to tap it in there.
Support
Hashtag.
NAA BCU.
There you go. There you go. There you go. They
I
put
can
it
hear
in there. They put it in there. They put it in there. It's coming. It's coming.
They doing like Mud Deal on that movie when she was hitting that calculator. They typing fast.
Oh, I even see. Look at the vice president of the NAA. He didn't put his in.
Michael Shorter, get out of there.
Yeah, Michael, we gonna let you in, Michael. We ain't gonna let you in. All right,
get him out of there.
Here we go. We about to pull up this right now.
We in the wheel. I'll tell you what you want after Anthony spins the wheel. Brother Anthony, spin away.
All right, hold on. I got to. Here we go. Thank you, sir, for the background music. All right, here we go. We gonna spin this one. You gonna see some names go across the screen, and somebody is gonna win. I got 63 entries, and here we go.
It's slowing down.
Oh, Sean Smith
is in the building. Congratulations, Sean. You won.
That's Sean from the Atlanta alumni chapter.
Hey, Atlanta is on the move. They're doing a wonderful job. Shout out to ATL. Thank you for all that you do for the Alumni Association. Sean, you are the winner of paraphernalia. You won some paraphernalia. You won a pair. I know people saying, man, whatever, but they nice. You just won a pair of paraphernalia, some socks from Greek Nail store or the bookstore, if I'm not mistaken. But those are the socks you just won. There was going to be 2 pair, but I think I jacked the pair. But Sean, congratulations. You are our first winner. Let's get ready to spin again. I'll tell you what you won. After
here we go. We about to
spin it again. Let's go.
Here we go. Big money. Big money.
Hashtag support NAA BCU. Win Hunter. Win. Congratulations, Glenn. You are the winner of a $40 gift card from the Greek Nail store, located on International Speedway, just across the street from Bethune-Cookman's campus. You just won a $40 gift card. Now, I'm going to tell what this last prize is and build up the excitement before you speak. I want everybody real nervous on this one.
All right.
You know that prize we gave to the new member where they won the 2 tickets in the hotel room? We getting ready to do it again right now.
We got another one.
We got another one. Grand prize winner.
Let's go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's see who's gonna win this grand prize.
I'm excited. I'm about to pass out.
Hey, here we go. 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 Hey.
New Gold Brown, come on down. Gwendolyn, you just won 2 tickets for this year's Florida Classic, as well as a hotel stay at our host hotel, the beautiful Rosen Center in sunny Orlando, Florida. All you got to do is show up and you get in the game for the free, and you got somewhere to lay your head. Go ahead, get down, Miss Brown, with your band.
So we want to let all of our winners know to please make sure we're going to drop the email in the chat. You need to email liaison@naabcu.org. I'm hoping that they'll put that information in the chat real quick on the screen. So we put it on the screen. So to Gwendolyn and to Sean and whomever else, you gotta let them know, please make sure that you email. There we go, right there. Giveaway winners, contact liaison@naabcu to claim your prize.
Claim it. Thank you for all of our winners. Thank you for participating. And please, everyone continue to call somebody and get them to join the Alumni Association. The more people that join, the more we can do for the school and the more we can do for you. All right, we're going to move on. We were talking earlier about football, Anthony.
Yeah.
And you can't talk about football, I was saying earlier, without talking about the band. And here, a special presentation from our director of bands, Donovan Wells, talking about the pride, the marching Wildcats of the great Bethune-Cookman University.
Hello, National Alumni Association of Bethune-Cookman University. It is my pleasure to address my Alumni Association on this evening about the status of our band program here at Bethune-Cookman University. I'm proud to say that we have a very good group of freshmen that came in this year. We have some good upperclassmen returning, and we're excited about what the season holds for us. Our numbers are not what they normally are due to COVID-19. Recruitment was extremely hard this year because of COVID-19. A lot of high schools didn't have band at all during the last year, so a lot of seniors did not have band at all. So it was difficult to have a recruiting class. But we were blessed to receive around 60 freshmen to come in. And our numbers, as we stand right now, we're about 261 to 265, somewhere up in there. Normally we have about 300, 305. And so we're company front short, but the quality hasn't suffered at all. And I'm very, very proud of our students. As we all know, with COVID-19, it has presented some challenges for everybody. And colleges are not excluded. Bethune-Cookman, I'm very proud to say that our COVID protocol is probably one of the best that you'll find around. Our students had to report back to campus with a negative COVID-19 test that was 5 days or less old, or they had to be tested when they arrived here. If they arrived here and they tested positive, they had to go into quarantine. Out of our freshman class, I think we had 6 that tested positive. 2 weeks ago, we tested the entire band. We had 26. So, but majority of them are back now. They've had their quarantine and they're back now. So that's going to be a challenge throughout this season, and until COVID-19 is a thing of the past. It's going to be a factor that we're going to have to deal with. And what we're strongly encouraging our students is to get the vaccination. Majority of our students have it, but not all. So we want them to get the vaccination, because even if they catch it, as you know, symptoms are much lighter if they catch on to that. So the status of the band this weekend, we're flying out on Saturday, heading to Houston. We're doing the Battle of the Bands on Sunday. Don't let it out to everybody. It's a little bit of secret. But we're performing with gospel recording artists, Grammy Award-winning artists, Stellar Award-winning artists. The winner of Sunday Best, Miss Leandra Johnson, she's going to be singing her song "Deliver Me" with our band there. So keep it quiet. Don't tell anybody. It's going to be a surprise on Saturday. But I tell you all, we family. And the last thing is about being in the SWAC. Being in the SWAC this year is going to be a new experience for us. We've been in the MEAC ever since I was a student, and to see us going to the SWAC, it's a new adventure from a football game standpoint. From a band standpoint, we've been to quite a few events with other SWAC bands throughout the years. So there is a relationship there, and we know each other, and we've seen each other perform quite a bit. So it won't be that new to the bands as it would the football teams. But we're excited, glad to be going to the SWAC. I must admit, I'm very fond of the MEAC. I'm an East Coast guy. I'm from Virginia. So, I look forward when we had Hampton on our schedule, or Norfolk State on our schedule, and even A&T. We were in the area where my family could come and see us, without having to take a long drive or a flight. But my parents have passed on now, and my sister said that her and her husband are eager to go to some new college campuses and follow our band program. So we're excited about it. The students are very excited about it. And as far as travel for this year, we will travel to South Carolina State. And that will be the only game that we'll travel away to. Coming out of COVID-19, every school has taken a financial blow. You know, all schools that when COVID hit and send kids home, they had to refund room and board to all of those kids. So, every college took a financial blow, and we've taken a couple of financial blows over the years. So, as we come back this year, all of us had to, make some choices that will help the college, and so that's why I've chosen to only go to South Carolina State, and until the college gets into, hopefully we'll be in a better position next year financially, and we can travel some other places. Also, too, I want to alert you that bands that you have seen in the past, whether it's us, FAMU, Jackson State, or whatever, COVID-19 did take a toll on us. So you may not see the band that you saw before COVID-19, but you're probably going to still see a good band, and it's going to take about a year or two to rebuild back to all the bands to get back to the point where we were before COVID-19. But that is the status of our band program. The staff is doing well. Students are doing well. They're adjusting to our testing policy and our policy of wearing masks on campus, and the college is giving quite a few seminars on the vaccine so that students can actually go and ask their own questions, and they have professionals there that can answer any questions that they may have and can dispel any of the conspiracy theories, if you will, that are out there. So I like what the college is doing as far as putting the students' safety first. I think they're doing a good job. But that's a little bit about our band program. I look forward to seeing you all during the season. Hopefully the NCAA doesn't shut us down later on during the season because of outbreaks. We're going to pray that doesn't happen and claim a full season this year, because I miss not having homecoming, and I miss not having the Florida Classic. So, and I know you do too. Keep us in prayer. Keep us in prayer. Not only our band program, our school, our leaders, our country. Keep everybody in prayer, that we will finish this and still maintain our wholeness, and pray for our college, that our college can grow and get our footing back and get our stride back. Thank you so much. May God bless each and every one of you. And I love you from one alumni to another. Let's go Wildcats.
Thank you so much, Mr. Donovan Wells. Shout out to Mr. Wells.
Secret. It's a secret. Don't tell nobody.
He's so cool, right?
But we live though, bro.
He's so cool. Shout out to Mr. Wells. Shout out to Mr. James Portier. Shout out to our percussion instructor, Mr. Pedro Ore. And much love to the voice of the Wildcats, who you heard earlier, superstar Ken Moore. Let's continue to pray for our band as well as our football team. Let's wish all of our students that they will fare well. Keep it a secret. DeAndrea Johnson singing with the Marching Wildcats. Shh, don't nobody say nothing. We're going to show up in Texas and show out to the best band in the land, the heavyweight champ of all college marching bands, the Marching Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman. We're getting ready to wrap up. But before we wrap up, we're going to let church out, but don't leave. We got the church announcements. We got a couple of announcements. We want to make sure we put everybody up on game. Let them know what's going on. Okay? So let's put it up. Houston, they coming your way, so make sure you check the band out. All right. National Alumni Association. Remember, we're getting ready for homecoming. October 8th through the 10th. The host hotel will be the Hard Rock Hotel. To reserve, ask for the Bethune-Cookman rate. Call 386-947-7300 or visit hardrockhotels.com/Daytona Beach. hardrockhotels.com/Daytona Beach. You can find this information on our website. Also, for the homecoming, we have a rooftop party on October 8th featuring DJ CeeLo and DJ Nix. Advanced tickets are $20, $25, $30 at the door. The tickets will be $25 after September the 9th. So get your early bird special tickets now for $20. Tickets will be $25 after September 9th. Doors open and the tickets will be $30 once the doors open. You can purchase those online at naabcu.org. The party is from 10 to 2 at the beautiful Hard Rock Hotel. That's our hotel. It's the official alumni kickback rooftop party, October 8th. All right, October 23rd, we battle Deion Sanders and his Jackson State Tigers in Jackson, Mississippi. Our host hotel in Jackson will be the Home 2 Suites by Hilton, and they have special rates there. Make sure you call. If you're going to the game in Jackson, you go call 601-566-1055. That's right. We're rolling deep, and this is the trip that the Alumni Association plans to go to. We're going to show up and show out. Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. Save the date, October 23rd. The Wildcats take on the Jackson State Tigers. And prime time, Deion Sanders. And once again, the Florida Classic will be taking place in November. Make sure you get your tickets. And the host hotel for that game will be the Rosen Center here on International Drive in beautiful and sunny Orlando, my hometown. Want to make sure you get your tickets, get ready to roll. We're going to beat those Rattlers and run that Boston and get 10 in a row. We have all the information located on the website. Ladies and gentlemen, please go to our website, naabcu.org, so you can find out all the latest information, all things National Alumni Association and BCU, and you can get your tickets and get situated. All right? Well, we're getting ready to wrap up, but before we wrap up, we have that new chapters alert. Shout out to Central Michigan. And we have Janelle Kite, class of 2005. All right, Richmond in Charlottesville and Williamsburg, Virginia. All three of them making up a chapter. Dallas, Fort Worth with Miss LaShania Diggs, class of 2009. One time for Dallas County, Kaufman County, and Collin County. We got the Tri-State, Dal Thornton, class of 2012. Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. They started a new chapter. And in Ohio, we have Miss Michonne Stiles, class of 89. Ohio at naabcu.org. All of their information is up there. We thank you for starting your national alumni chapters in your area. If you'd like to start a chapter, go to the website, naabcu.org. It's been a wonderful kickoff show. I can't say enough about all of the people that have chipped in and done all of the hard work. We want to first of all thank our national president, Johnny McCray, our board of directors, all of our officers for allowing us to move forward and do what we do. I want to thank our public relations director, Mr. Anthony Brown, and Mr. Tony Barfield, Miss Lanita Parrish. What can I say? Thank you so much to the tech team, the public relations team, Shy Tunes. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. We got Miss Giselle Mitchell for getting on and working with us late into the wee hours of the morning, making sure we had everything ready. Thank you, Pecan Lady. We thank you for your help and your support and all who have contributed. We hope you enjoyed Huddle Up. I can't say enough about the work that we put on, that we've done to kick this show off.
Hey, let me interrupt you, man. And shout out to you, man, Rod Z, for holding it down, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure to work with you, brother.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Public Relations Department, the tech team, our board of directors, and everyone involved, because we're all in this together, we want to thank you for joining us and watching Huddle Up. Johnny, President McCray, you want to say something before we go?
Yeah, very quickly, Rod. First of all, thank you for yeoman's job. You're a consummate professional. I always enjoy working with you, and you've already thanked the tech team. But I want to give a special shout out to Anthony Barfield, who is the chairperson of the tech team. He's very easy to work with, always available. Sometimes he calls me when I don't necessarily want to be bothered, but I'm always amenable to speaking with him. Lanita really deserves, this was really her baby along with Rod. They came up with this idea, and I'm really very thankful. And Chandra Simmons, I can't say enough about Chandra. I remember when I called her this summer about working with the tech team, and she readily agreed, and she even said whenever we really need some other people, she can get some other folk for us. One of the things that I want to point out about the National Alumni Association, some of the upcoming events, Rod, you talked about the rooftop party. I think it's important for all of you all to know that we're going to be practicing proper protocols for this. We are certainly mindful of the COVID. This will be on the outdoors terrace. It is huge. It holds 600 people. But we're probably going to cap it out at about 250 or 275. We're going to encourage people, not require. I'm not the governor. We're going to encourage folk to wear masks. We will take the temperature at the door. And we just want everybody to be safe, but we want everybody to come out and have a very, very good time. And the monies that we make from this, it won't go into anybody's pocket. All of the monies will be used for the benefit of our association and to promote and help preserve and protect our university. The other thing I think that you all really need to know, the statue of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, which was built over in Italy. And I was very, very blessed for the association to have me represent it over there. There were other organizations that were represented by their president, so I'm very thankful of that. The statue is on its way here to the United States for its ultimate destination, which will be in Washington, D.C. in Statuary Hall at the U.S. Capitol. But the statue is actually going to come to Daytona first. We, the National Alumni Association, will be the first group, civic group, to actually host a reception of this beautiful statue. And when I tell you it's life-changing, when you see this thing, it's beautiful. We are hosting a reception, the National Alumni Association, and the city is going to partner with us, the city of Daytona Beach. We're hosting a reception on October 7th, which is a Thursday of homecoming week. And it's going to be from 3 to 5:30 p.m. at the News Journal Center. And so I'm inviting everybody. We're going to have it on Eventbrite. It's free, but you got to have a ticket. And we're capping it at 250 for COVID purposes. It's a huge place. The grand lobby actually accommodates 600 people, but we're going to cap it at 250 people. We're going to have some live entertainment. It's going to be beautiful. The committee met last night. We put a program together, and we will basically have all alums who will be singing, performing. You get a chance to take pictures with the statue. Do me a favor. Do the right thing. If you know that you're not coming, please do not reserve a ticket because you can't get in, and we're going to cap it at 250 people. So I'm asking the alums who will be in town Thursday, and a lot of you all normally get to Daytona Thursday instead of waiting until Friday. Please try to make the reception. It's going to be a beautiful occasion. And this is, again, sponsored by the National Alumni Association. So we're working. We're doing things. I don't know how the association has been in the past. I'm not worried about the past. We're pushing forward. And so I just ask you all to join the National Alumni Association so that we can have a stronger voice in protecting and preserving our university in protecting the legacy of our esteemed founder. And I'm going to close out now. I've really enjoyed you. I'm very proud. I looked at some of our alums that were on this call tonight. You know, FAMU's always talked about, well, we have these actors and actresses and reporters for the networks. Well, we have our first with the ESPN, and we're very proud. And she's going to keep moving up, and we're going to have more if we just keep working towards protecting and preserving our institution. I thank everybody who came on tonight, all of the program participants, all of you who have come on to witness what we've witnessed here tonight. I support the university. We've had a lot of success with the National Alumni Association. It's not because of me. It has been a collaborative effort. We have had about a 50% increase in membership in 12 months. And it's all because of your love for the institution and your love for knowing the importance and appreciating the importance of unionizing. And that's basically what we're doing. We're creating unity, because in unity there is strength. So again, thank you. We have some other events that are going to be coming up. I wish I had won one of the prizes tonight. Thank you for those who participated. Again, be safe. God bless you. God keep you. Thank you.
Thank you, President McCray. Listen, we did it. The first show, the first installment of Huddle Up. Took a lot of work, but I think we did a heck of a job. And it was only possible because of you, our fellow Wildcats of the alumni, all in Wildcat Nation all over the world. Listen, there are going to be times in your life where you're going to come up against a struggle and a challenge. The best thing you can do is get with people who you know can help you and that you know support you. Come together, come up with a plan and a strategy, come out and move forward and ahead. With God's help, we'll be all right. That's right. Huddle up. My name is Rod Z, and on behalf of everyone on the tech team and public relations department and our executive board of directors from the National Alumni Association, thank you, God bless, and good night.